Barker Dragon Books, a fairly scarce British series of vintage paperbacks of all types, and we're going to take a look at them now. Hi, I'm Gary Lovisi, and we're going to take a look at this unique series of books. There's 42 in the series. They're numbered on the cover and on the spine, and you can see the spine. They all have the dragon logo down over here. They're really an attractive group of books. Very cool. And there's some very good books in this series, which I'm going to show you now. They were published by Arthur Barker Limited, and who published hardcovers in the UK, in Britain. And this is the paperback series that I guess they tried out. It ran 42 books in the run, all numbered from 1 to 42, from 1956 to 1959. And the interesting thing is it comprises westerns, humor, crime, detective books, war books, and there's 5 books by Mickey Spillane. And there's quite a few also Mike Shane's in here and some other good stuff. So, and the cover art is really, really cool. There's some nice good girl art on these and the Spillane books and some of the others. And then there's some pretty cool books, cover art that has to do with war or humor or other topics of some of the books in this series. The books it's a kind of a have various books in this series, various topics and subjects. So it's interesting. It's an interesting run, and everybody will find something that they think that they are interested in, that they like. So, without further ado, I'm going to take a look at these and show you them in order. From number 1, Grit and Polish by Oliver Anderson. This is from 1956. Number 2 is Tales from the 1001 Nights, Sir Richard Burton, and nice dancing girl cover art. And number 3 is Hong Kong Escape by R.B. Goodwin. I think this is a war escape novel. Probably Jules Burt would like this. I don't know if he knows about this, but Jules, if you do, there's one for you. Let me show the backs again. Well, let me show you the spines just up close. Really cool Barker Dragon with the dragon there and the number. It's just a really cool series of books, and they look beautiful in the spines. The back covers are all the same, basically, the dragon logo, and just a little bit about the book, and then forthcoming books in the series. I don't know who the cover artist is. Obviously, the cover artist here, who did some of the Spillane covers, really did some beautiful work. This is a more, humorous kind of cover, cartoonish. This is a little more realistic. I think probably 3 different artists. Don't know who really did the cover art. I don't know if the covers are signed. Some of them are. Some of them may be, but I never noticed that. Number 4 is The Cabbage Patch by Noel Langley. And these are some of them. You have books in the series that are all types. This is the humorous books. The Dancing Giant by Flora Sandstrom is appears to be like a bullfighting type story. And number 6, we have our first Mickey Spillane, One Lonely Night. Number 7 is My Love Wears Black by Octavius Roy Cohen. I always like this cover, even though it's covering the girl's face. Something about it that's really kind of interesting. It's a good book to read. And of course the Spillane book, really nice cover art. All of the Spillanes have kind of that kind of cover art. Then they're pretty cool, very collectible. Number 8 is Patrol of the Dead by Jay Johnson, another war book. Number 9 is The Barber's Wife by Conrad Phillips. I'm not sure about this one, if it's a crime book or if it's a humorous book. Number 10 is Murder is My Business by Brett Halliday, and that's the first Mike Shane. There's going to be a few of them in here too. Number 11 is The Girls from Esquire, and this is a humorous, kind of sexy, cute book. Number 12 is How Lost Was My Weekend by David Dodge, kind of a crime noir novel, classic. Number 13 is Painless Extractions by Oliver Anderson. It's political humor, nice, kind of nice cover art there. Number 14, Going My Way Around the World by Jacques Chargaret. Nice Polynesian, or I guess Polynesian good girl art. Number 15 is Time Right Deadly by Sarah Gainham. I believe that's another war novel. Number 16 is When Dorinda Dances by Brett Halliday, and that's another Mike Shane. The series contained westerns, humor, crime, detective, war, and there were 5 Mickey Spillanes in it, and a lot of interesting books. A lot of interesting books in this series. It's a beautiful series. Number 17 is No Paradise, The Story of the Merchant Navy by Robin King. Number 18, The Big Kill by Mickey Spillane. Another beautiful good girl art cover. And number 19 is More Girls from Esquire. Kind of sexy, cute covers. I'm going to move these up, and we're going to look at number 20, Perturbed Spirits, edited by R.C. Bull. It's horror and supernatural stories. A very popular book, and every time I have a copy of it, I always sell it out. There's always the demand for that book. Number 21 is The First Enemy by John Green, another World War II story. Number 22 is The Private Practice of Mike Shane by Brett Halliday. Pretty cool, tough guy cover. And let me show you again the back covers. Basically the same. The dragon logo, the title author, a little bit about the book. But the covers have a certain charm to them, and I really dig the dragon logo, especially on the spine. These books, when you have them in your bookcase, spine out, boy, they look really nice. Number 23, My Old Man's a Dustman by Wolf Mankiewicz. Number 24, Smith's London Journal by H. Allen Smith. I do not know what that's about. Some of these are humorous kind of books. Book number 25 is In for a Penny by Oliver Anderson. Number 26 is Passport to Eternity by Ralph Goodwin, another World War II book set in the Pacific against the Japanese. Number 27 is Divided on Death by Brett Halliday, a Mike Shane story, a novel. 28 is The Alien Sky by Paul Scott. Love and Violence in India. It's set in India. Now we have number 29 is The Long Wait by Mickey Spillane. Number 30 is Relative to Murder, Eric Warman. Some of these books are more scarce than others. The Spillanes are obviously very collectible, very desirable. There's a lot of interest in them, and people are looking for them, especially in nice condition. Also, the other crime books, the Brett Halliday, Mike Shane, David Dodge, some of those are also very collectible. But there's some of these other ones, some of the war books and the humor books, don't seem to show up that often, and they're not seen. There's some that are quite scarce, and there's one that's actually very rare, and I'm going to show you that one in a few minutes. Number 31 is Mickey Spillane, again, I, the Jury, the first Mike Hammer book.
Changing the format, the title.
Excuse me?
Looks like they changed the format of the title.
Yeah, a little bit. They changed it now. Yeah. I like it with the oval in the title. Kind of had a nice look to it. It's almost, and you see it in the next book, number 32, The Lady Came by Night, Brett Halliday, Mike Shane mystery. It's number 32. You can see here, it almost doesn't look like a Barker Dragon anymore. Yeah, when you compare them. Number 33, If I Laugh by Rupert Downing. I don't know what is it. This is a tough one to find. I don't know what it's about unless it's just a guy and girl bicycling through Europe. That's what the cover shows, and then there's a map of Europe. Number 34, Puzzle for Wantons by Patrick Quinn. She was the sort of girl any man would be proud to murder. This interesting crime novel there. Number 35 is So I Killed Her by Leonard Mosley, another crime novel. These are not that common. You don't see them that often. Number 36, Germans Under My Bed by Ewart Jones. I'm not sure if that's a novel about a prison camp or the Holocaust, but it's also a scarce one. The rare one, the one that Barker Dragon book collectors can never seem to find, I was lucky I found one in Australia, is a book, it's a Western novel. It's not anything special. It's number 37, Buffalo Grass by Frank Gruber. He was a writer of really good westerns and crime, detective stories and detective novels. But Encyclopedia Jones was one of his creations. But this book is really, really scarce. It's impossible. I know quite a few people who collect these Barker Dragons, and this is the one book they're all missing. So that is a toughie. Probably pretty rare. Book number 38, Smiling Tigers by Oliver Anderson. Probably a humorous book. Number 39, Murder on the Stairs by Dulcie Gray. Number 40, The Traveling Grave and Other Stories by L.P. Hartley. So this horror, supernatural. Number 41, No Ordinary Seaman by James Lake. Destination was Hell with the Lid Off. And so it's a war book, World War II. I guess it's a British or American, probably on a destroyer. They shot down a German, looks like a Messerschmitt or something, German fighter plane. And the last book in the series, number 42, is from 1959, is Kiss Me Deadly by Mickey Spillane. And And there you have the 42 British Barker Dragon books. It's a diverse accumulation of books, war books, hard-boiled crime, mystery, detective, supernatural, a couple of supernatural horror books, humor books, good girl art, a lot of really nice stuff in a really kind of cool series. That's hard to it's a hard series to complete. Just 42 books, not that big of a run. It's doable, but the thing is, it's some of these books are really tough to find, and the others, show up from time to time. So it's if you're starting to collect them, you could probably get 10 or 12 of them pretty quick, depending on your inclination for condition. Of course, better condition copies always cost more, and better condition copies are less scarce than less condition books in less condition. But
More scarce.
more scarce, yeah. And but it's a nice series to collect, and it's something different, special, not seen. The spines are just with the dragon is just like it's just so cool. First time I ever saw them, a friend of mine had them in his house, and he had had them all like laying flat spine. I'm like, what the hell are these? I was like, these are wonderful. What are these? And I looked at the covers, like, well, there's Spillane's in there, and there's like, Mike Shane, Brett Halliday's, and what a series! It's like, and the covers are like really fetching. They're very cool. Not outstanding good girl art, not sleaze, but just really nice, kind of classy, nice books. So I hope you enjoyed this look at British Barker Dragon books. And I want to thank you all for looking. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. And see you next time.